Welcome to Math 905. Monday 10/11 is today, or this is for this day's class. Today we're supposed to be working on test 2, homework 3. So, funny thing is that the group work that I gave us last time was this group work, and so you guys have already seen the group work. So you guys haven't seen the group work for homework 2. Hopefully you were all able to figure out homework 2, since it involves the skills from homework 3. But I wanted to just do some practice from this. So first thing, make sure you take your quiz on MyLab. Should be take test 2, homework 2 quiz. And then, so that's due by 11 p.m. or 3 p.m. sorry. And then, let's see. So then the lesson for today, so example, if you have y equals, so example A, if you have y equals, divided by 2 equals -4. So I wanted to do some more practice of this, the homework 3 stuff, the stuff that we actually did in our class. So what we want to do is multiply both sides by 2. So multiply that by 2, multiply this by 2. You end up getting the 2's cancel. You get the -8. So y equals -8. Again, the idea is we're doing the opposite. So here we're dividing by 2. You want to do the opposite of divide by 2 and do multiply by 2. And then 2/5 x equals 7/15. So here, you want to multiply by the reciprocal. So instead of it being 2/5, you want to multiply by 5/2. So multiply this by 5/2. It's kind of hard to read actually. Maybe I'll write this one by scribble. 2/5 x 7/15. So multiplying by 5/2. So this divided by this is 1, that divided by that is 1. And so we're left with just x. And then over here, before we multiply, you can think of 15 as 3 times 5. And so now you can say, well, that 5 cancels with that 5. And now I just have 3 times 2 on the bottom. So I end up with 7/6 for example B. Example C, they have, I should probably type this up, be a little bit more orderly. You got x minus 4x equals -7 minus 4. And so what you want to do is you just want to combine the like terms on either side, so you think of it as 1x minus 4x. And so how many x's do we have total? 9 minus 3 x's. And on the right side we have -7 minus 4, which is -11. So here we divide both sides by -3. And so you end up getting -11 divided by -3, which is the same as +11 divided by 3. It's hard to see behind them. Plus and minus. Yeah, so that's the answer. Move some things around. Make some more room here. It's gonna help me remember what's going on. Okay, so we've got D, x minus 1/5 equals 3/10. So what we want to do is we want to add 1/5 to both sides. Opposite of -15, 1/5. So whenever you do that, though, you have to have a common denominator. And so if you have 10/3 plus 1/5, you actually want to multiply the top and bottom of this by 2. So then whenever you add it, you get 5/10, which is the same, though, as 1/2. So we end up with x equals 1/2 for D. For E, we end up with x minus 5 divided by 3 equals 2x minus 1. And so what we want to do is, I like to again subtract the lower x value from both sides, or move it, the lower x value. So you end up getting negative 5/3 equals x minus 1. You then add 1 to both sides. Whenever you add 1, though, you need to think of 1 as 3/3. And so we want to think of it as minus 5/3 plus 3/3, which then would be, you can only look at the top number, so negative 5 plus 3, so it would be negative 2/3. It's going to be our x value. So that's going to be x right there for E. And then F, it's our last example. We have x divided by 2. I'll write this one out, I think. X divided by 2 plus 7, 8. So there's a few ways you can go about solving this. The one that I've taught the most is to get it so that all fractions have a common denominator. So the idea is you could think of the first one as x over 2. The next one as, you basically write down the prime factorization, 2 times 2 times 2. And then this is 3 over 2 times 2. And then the idea is you need all the denominators to have the exact same factors, all the same prime factors. And so what we have here is this, having 3 2's is essentially, this is missing 2 2's, right? Because it needs to have everything else, it needs to match every other one. And so if you multiply the top and bottom of this by 2 times 2, and this one needs to be multiplied by 2, you end up getting 4 on top, 4x plus 7 equals 6. And the idea would be everything is divided by 8 now. And so then you would multiply this whole side by 8 and this whole side by 8. Whenever you distribute the 8, everything's divided by 8, so everything cancels. Everything turns to 1s. And so you just get 4x plus 7 equals 6. So you subtract 7, you end up getting minus 1, and then divide by 4. So x equals negative 1/4. So that would be F. This is probably the more challenging one, I would say, but we've already practiced this in class a little bit on Friday, so hopefully this isn't too hard for you all. And I didn't actually mean to do this group work. It was the only group work that was there, actually, so I think I have to create the group works from here on out. Anyways, so you got the quiz, you got this. There's no group work because we already did it. And then so if you all have any questions, we'll have a quiz over this on Wednesday with the fraction stuff, so you get more time to practice it. The quiz over just kind of moving variables around will be due today on Monday. So all right, you all take care. Email me if you have any questions.